Let me talk to you about Walmart Marketplace Capital. And the thing is, a lot of folks are interested in getting funding from Walmart Marketplace Capital, but you got to have a few ideas, a few tactics in mind to actually apply properly and be funded. Okay. So, into this conversation, I'll be giving you all the tips, all the tricks that you need to have in mind before actually applying. But let me first give you an overview so that you can really be clear as to what we are speaking about. First of all, basically, Walmart. Everybody knows that Walmart has long dominated the retail world, right? But the cool thing is that now it also offers a Walmart marketplace, which really allows third-party sellers such as you and me to offer their products similar to their e-commerce powerhouse. Let's say Amazon. Okay, so Walmart is trying to compete with Amazon by having by actually setting up their marketplace, and they actually started this about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So it's been a while now. So as a Walmart marketplace seller, you may also have the opportunity to access working capital solutions through Walmart Marketplace Capital. Okay, so that's actually the gist of the whole conversation. So just think of it as Walmart Marketplace Capital providing merchant cash advances to help eligible businesses expand their marketplace operations. So everything is happening on Marketplace, not elsewhere. In other words, you're not going to get money from Walmart Marketplace Capital and go to Amazon or eBay or Etsy, expand your store there. It has to happen on Walmart Marketplace. Okay. So the amount offered is based on your marketplace sales and is also available to US based sellers only. So they haven't really rolled this out yet to the whole world. So if you're listening to me somewhere else from the state, if you're not in the states, you can't really qualify. Okay. So just think about it that it's a program it's actually designed to help sellers using Walmart Marketplace. So how does Walmart Marketplace Capital really work? Well, you do have three programs that I want you to pay attention to. So you have Capital by Walmart, you have Capital by Paraffin, and then you have Capital for Walmart Fulfillment Services, WFS. Okay. So let me first talk to you about Capital by Walmart, so we are clear as to what everything requires. So when you think about Walmart Marketplace, especially Walmart by Capital by Walmart, this is actually a program that helps sellers grow their businesses by providing quick access to funds. Okay. So as a seller, what happens here is that you can use those funds for, let's say, inventory, marketing, or other business needs. So you do have some kind of flexibility there. And the enrollment process is kind of simple for you if you receive an invite. It has to be there has to be an invite. Okay. Now the product charges a flat fee, providing a simplified repayment structure. So most sellers repay the cash advance with a direct debit from their online sales on the Walmart Seller Center. So Walmart is getting paid from whatever revenue you are deriving from their platform. So that's actually the Capital by Walmart. That's the first aspect of Walmart Marketplace Capital, Capital by Walmart. You also have Capital for WFS, so Walmart Fulfillment Services. So WFS is actually a service offered by Walmart that helps sellers store, pack, and ship their products to customers. This is kind of similar to what you have with Amazon FBA. Okay, so WFS works by integrating with Walmart's online marketplace, allowing you as a seller to actually outsource your logistics of order fulfillment to Walmart's network of warehouses and shipping partners. So that's kind of cool. Okay. So the Walmart Fulfillment Center helps you as a seller complete your orders. And so if you are a seller and if you use WFS, you can also access capital, allowing you in the end to do more. You can sell now and pay later with financing tailored to your inventory needs and stocking strategy. So that's kind of cool. That's really that's a great infusion of cash from Walmart. So that's really fantastic. Now, the third program that I want you to really be aware of, this is Capital by Paraffin. So Paraffin is the third-party funder that actually partners with Walmart to offer additional financing options. So this partnership is great. Why? Because it allows sellers to access funds quickly. Okay, and Paraffin focuses on fast approvals and flexible terms. And through this collaboration, sellers can actually find the right solution for their business needs. So that's kind of cool because basically, Capital by Paraffin is giving you an extra layer of liquidity. So if for any reason you're not interested in Capital by Walmart or Capital for WFS, then Paraffin can really step in and help you out. So Walmart Marketplace Capital also allows you as a seller to apply for a third-party financing, and this option gives you, as a seller, more choices when seeking funds. You can explore various lenders and select the best fit for your business. So let me talk to you about the qualifications here. So if you think about Walmart Marketplace Capital, what are the qualifications you need to be aware of? Okay, and the qualifications really depends on the program you are sort of interested in. But overall, let me give you the general guidelines to really keep in mind. So as a seller, you must meet specific eligibility criteria to actually qualify for Walmart Marketplace Capital. First, and this is an important one, you got to have an active account for at least 6 months. Okay, if you're not on the platform for 6 months, don't even think about it. They're not going to listen to you. So that's important. And also, eligibility is also based on sales volume and transaction history. I want let me really let you see once again on the screen here the the screenshot that I showed you a little earlier. So you see a performance metric, cancellation rate, on-time delivery rate, the valid tracking rate (VTR), the refund rate, and the seller response rate. So those are the first five KPIs that Walmart Capital looks at to make sure that you are eligible for their program. Okay, and but that's not all though. There's something else. So for you, the Walmart Marketplace Capital program want you to have at least 6 months of marketplace sales. You got to have a U.S. tax identification number, so an EIN. You got to have a sales volume and performance on marketplace on Walmart Marketplace that's actually acceptable. You got to have a business risk profile. You must adhere to Walmart's seller performance standards. I just showed you this before. Sole proprietors are not eligible to receive offers, and this is actually available to US based businesses only. Okay, like I said, if you're somewhere in Europe, if you're somewhere in Africa, if you're somewhere in Asia, if you're somewhere in Latin America, if you're somewhere in even Canada, if you're in Canada, you will not qualify for this Walmart Marketplace Capital. So it's only available in uh, in the states, so including Alaska and Hawaii, by the way. So not just the contiguous states, but also the continental. Let's just say the continental ones. So one thing that's important to understand is that if you are interested in getting funded through Walmart Marketplace Capital, you need to know one thing, and that thing is critical. The platform is invite only. Okay. Now, as a seller, you can request to apply if you meet certain requirements. I showed you those requirements before. There are five of them. Okay. The seller performance standards. If you think you meet them and somehow Walmart hasn't really sent you an invite, you can apply yourself. Now, the system is actually run by an algorithm. So normally, once you really reach those standards, an email goes to you right away. So an email goes to you not only an email but also an app invite. Okay, so that's kind of important. And but one thing I want to say also is that once notified, as a seller, you can enroll to receive funding, and so the amount that you will qualify for will depend on sales history. So Walmart will look at your performance criteria, your revenue, to really give you the cash you want. Okay. Now the funding products are merchant cash advances, And one thing you need to understand is that a merchant cash advance is not a loan in the traditional sense, because this is a business to business transaction instead, in which the funder purchases future receivables at a discount in exchange for the cash advance. Okay. So this funding option is actually kind of cool because it provides quick and easy access to capital, but it can be expensive. So instead of charging an interest rate, MCAs use a factor rate, which Walmart Marketplace Capital calls a capital fee. That's how they call it. Okay. So factor rates are a simple flat fee charged at the time of funding and become part of the repayment total. This makes calculating repayments simple, but there is no way to reduce interest through, let's say, early repayment or paying more towards the principal. So something to really think about. If you want to know more about factor rate, how it really works, I'll be willing to explain that to you. But long story short, let me give you a quick and easy example. Let's say you receive a 10 grand advance with a factor rate of 1.2. So to calculate the total repayment amount, you would multiply actually the advanced amount by the factor rate. So 10 grand advance amount times 1.2 factor rate, that's 12 grand. So how do you apply to Walmart Marketplace Capital, assuming that you actually meet the eligibility criteria? Okay. If you don't meet it, you have to wait for the email. Okay. Like I said, as a seller, generally, you cannot apply directly. So you want to always think about eligibility notification first. So the process actually begins in earnest when you, as a seller, receive a notification of eligibility from Walmart. And this message informs you as a seller that you qualify for the Walmart Marketplace Capital Program and invites you to enroll. So once your business is eligible, it can enroll in the funding program. And this may actually involve a final review from Walmart and a funding offer. So simply because you got an email from them doesn't mean that you're getting funded right away. No, the whole process is still subject to a final review. Once you get an offer from Walmart, it's important to actually take the time, okay? Take a deep breath. You want to carefully review the offer and cost before moving forward because, like I said, the cost is not, this whole thing is not cheap, okay? And so then you move to the funding phase. So once approved, Walmart transfers the funds quickly to the account you use for Walmart Marketplace payouts, okay? And so funds can be used for, let's say, multiple purposes. Many sellers invest in inventory to meet demand. Others might choose to improve their online presence or even do better, expand their product range. If you think that you are in a niche that's very competitive, for instance, and you want to really diversify your revenue categories, maybe you can really invest in other products to expand your product range. So repayment for capital by Walmart and capital for Walmart fulfillment services are automatically deducted from the payouts during each settlement cycle. So in the event of insufficient funds in the settlement amounts or settlement account, if you will, the company may initiate debits from the seller's bank account, processors, or other platforms where future receivables are actually expected. And this process ensures that repayment obligations are met promptly and efficiently, okay, maintaining a smooth flow of capital for the sellers of business operations. So that's kind of cool. Now, capital by Paraffin has different terms. They have a repayment terms of 9 months. So that's, they give you more time. Let me give you a few extras here. If you think about Walmart Marketplace Capital, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of the program? First of all, let's talk about the pluses. What are the benefits? So Walmart Marketplace, when you think about it. Walmart Marketplace Capital offers, let's say, many benefits for your business. First, you have quick access to funds. That's really good. If you need cash real fast, Walmart will give you the cash, okay? So this allows you as a seller to invest, let's say, in inventory or marketing or branding without long waits, okay? And so a lot of small businesses find this whole program very, very helpful for growth. And the program also has flexible repayment options. So as a seller, you can choose a plan that fits your cash flow. And this flexibility, when you think about it, actually helps you manage your finances better. It reduces stress when business is kind of slow. Okay. Third, Walmart's vast customer base it's a significant advantage because as a seller, you gain exposure to millions of shoppers, which really increases your chances of sales and brand recognition. So the platform, by the way, also supports various product types from electronics to clothing. So you have a large array of products. Okay. Another benefits that I found is that the user-friendly interface is just fantastic. As a seller, you can easily navigate the platform to list products and track performance. Walmart also provides tools for managing cash advances and repayment. What are the drawbacks here? Basically, first of all, the big one is that this whole program is only available by invitation. So, as a seller, you cannot apply for funding directly unless you meet the criteria. Okay. You also need to understand that the MCAs that Walmart has, the merchant cash advances, can be expensive. Okay. Now, Walmart Marketplace Capital doesn't publish factor rates, but instead it states that it is competitive. Even so, MCAs are one of the most expensive funding options available on the market right now. So just be aware of that. And also, the site doesn't publish information on factor rate costs or funding amounts. So this lack of transparency makes it very difficult to compare options before receiving an invitation to apply, really. So if you think about Marketplace Capital, the pros, you have quick access to funds, flexible repayment options, exposure to millions of shoppers, and a very user-friendly interface. Cons, invitation-only platform, MCAs can be expensive, lack of transparency on cost and funding amounts, and you gotta be a Walmart Marketplace seller to be eligible, okay? But overall, Walmart Marketplace Capital is legit, okay? This is a legitimate alternate, or let's say alternative business funding platform that is backed by the largest retailer in the world, okay? So one thing I want to say here is that if for any reasons, for any reason, Walmart Marketplace Capital denies you, you are able to move forward with something else, okay? You can actually get funding from other lenders. You can think about the business, getting a business line of credit, a business loan for women or minority, for instance, a business term loan, equipment financing, invoice factoring, revenue-based loan. There are a lot of lenders out there that can really help you out. Okay, so if you need help, let me know in the comment section, and I'll just probably hook you up. One thing I want to say here is that you just need to make sure that you're standing on Walmart Capital, like now Capital. Your standing on Walmart Marketplace is actually positive. In other words, your account standing is good before you can actually think about getting funding from Walmart or a third party. Okay. So one thing you need to understand here is that with Walmart Marketplace, you get funding real fast. That's one of the biggest advantages. If for any reason you cannot get the funding real fast, you want to look for an emergency loan, an emergency business loan provider. Okay, you do have some alternative lenders out there that can really help you out. Okay, if you want cash real fast, let's say you want cash within 24 hours, maybe to buy inventory or to take advantage of a huge discount or what have you. Okay, so that's important. Don't lose faith. You do have a lot of possibilities out there. So as a coda into this conversation, I spoke to you about the Walmart Marketplace Capital. This was a review of the program. I give you the overview, the qualifications, the extras, and now the coda. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.